What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today. Our first game of the season, Liverpool versus Norwich City. And we're going to talk about Liverpool. We're going to talk about Alisson Becker. We're going to talk about Virgil van Dijk. We're going to talk about Fabinho sign a new Liverpool contract, and that's a good look. But I have some special guests to bring on the channel to break down this preview. Why Liverpool always getting Norwich City for the first game of the season, I don't know why, but Norwich is Liverpool beating stick, and we should get 3 points from Norwich. It starts. Come on, Liverpool. So my first guest I'm going to introduce to you guys is Jersey Boy. How are you doing, Jersey Boy? Welcome, man.
Welcome everyone to the first pre-season, not pre-season, the first preview of this season. It's been a very long time, and I'm excited us to be back, Ryan. It's great to see that we're all back for pre-season, and it's going to be great. We're going to see what's going to happen, and I'm looking forward to a lovely season. And let's see who wins the title. Let's see who gets relegated. It's going to be a fun season, I'm hoping.
So my next guest I'm going to bring on the channel is my boy, Joe. Yes, Joe. Welcome, man. I really appreciate you coming and taking the time out, man.
What's good, people? What's happening? Jersey Boy Ryan. Pleasure to be on, as always. Yeah, I'm excited. You know, the league starts tonight. Obviously, you got Brentford, Arsenal, the first game. Our first game, obviously, is what we're here for. Is Norwich, Liverpool. We have a good record against Norwich, to be fair. It's always an interesting game, so I'm sure we'll dive deep into what we think is going to happen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. Got a few concerns here and there, but I'm sure we could bring that up maybe later in the stream or something. But yeah, we'll start positive. I'm really happy that everyone's back, and it's good to be doing this again, seeing fans in the stadium, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Thank you, man, Joe. I really appreciate you taking the time out. Our next brother I'm going to bring on the show, I don't need to introduce him. You guys know Stephen has been on the channel for a long time, from last year, and he continued with the journey with Ryan LFC. Welcome, my brother.
How's it going? How's it going, everyone? And yeah, I mean, yes, the before I get started, the Euros and the summer was pretty exciting to watch. But to be honest with you, it felt like, you know, my support in Liverpool was, you know, was taken away from me in the summer. I'm just glad that proper football is back, and we get to experience it again tomorrow when it kicks off against Norwich. Can history repeat itself? You know, can we actually? Because we played Norwich about 2 years ago, and what happened after that? We went and won the league, and yeah, can history repeat itself? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But looking forward to the journey. You know, like you said, Ryan, and you know, it's going to be a big season ahead of us.
Yes, I really appreciate all of you guys coming on and share your thought. But we have business, and it's back to business. But come to you first, Joe. How you feel about Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho, Alisson, Chen? Sum it up in one, please. How you feel about the new contract?
Well, I think it's great. To be honest, I think we probably all kind of, I guess, underestimate the importance of signing the contracts with our big key players who've got big futures. You know, we've seen their quality for a long time now, and we want to try and keep them. This great club that is Liverpool. So it's good business. I think it's good. Obviously, like my head is still kind of around like, who we're going to bring in and transfers and stuff. So maybe I haven't really given it like the respect and appreciation it deserves. But yeah, it is great. And I think, like, you know, a couple of the pundits have been saying it is difficult to tie players down onto contracts and keep them at the club. So I think what we've done is great. And obviously, really looking forward to seeing them being healthy, being fit, being active, being, you know, a high performance level for long seasons to come. And hopefully the Van Dijk injury that happened last year never happens again. And we see Van Dijk play 38 out of 38 games every season.
Yes.
How you feel, Jersey Boy, of the new player them signing the contract?
I'm very happy, but I would like some bloody transfers. I'm tired of this rubbish, man. But you know, I'm happy at least that we've got the contracts done and stuff. But come on, we need signings. I don't see us challenging with the players we have. The thing is, I can't see us winning games with Origi or Shaqiri. Shaqiri's going to go, so I don't know. But I'm happy. At least we got the contract renewals next. Has to be Henderson. Has to be Salah. We need to get them two contracts as soon as possible. Them two have to be next.
Very true, very true. Jersey boy, you know, you're straight to the point there on the transfers. I respect it.
Yeah, exactly.
Steve, how you feel about the new player them signing the contract?
I think you know, what would happen if we didn't have these players? If you think about it, you know, we wouldn't be the team we are today. You know, without Fabinho, without Van Dijk, without Alisson, you know what I mean, and potentially without Henderson. It's a great day in terms of getting Van Dijk sealed and done, getting Fabinho sealed and done. They're only going to continue getting better. Like Van Dijk, it's hard to believe almost like 10 months ago, you know, he was like injured by that. I wouldn't want to say his name because for me he did that to Van Dijk and you know, cost him a year, an injury, and it ended up being ACL. And you know, I think for about a few months when he went down, I think Matip and Gomez were sort of partnering and all that stuff, and Fabinho was in there as well. We kind of thought we were getting the wins, and we all kind of forgot about it. We all thought we would go back and ease the league again because of the way we were performing. But I think whenever West Brom, it was 1-1 at home at Anfield, then we lost to Southampton, and then lost to Burnley, and then we lost all these shocking results that we shouldn't have lost to, and yeah, it was, you know, worst home form in how many years, I don't know, and you know, there was a reason why Van Dijk wasn't there. There's a reason why there were certain players that weren't there. You know what I mean? So, you know, but it was great to get the top four in terms of like that last day against Crystal Palace, especially when Alisson had that goal against West Brom. You know, that was my highlight of the season. Do you know what I mean? So, and to get top four actually sealed and over the line was crucial for the team going forward, because I believe that if we didn't make the top four like last May, then I believe we would have went in a direction that I know the summer's been poor. I know it's been poor already, but I think it would have been worse circumstances if we finished in the Europa League spots if we didn't get top four. So fair play to the players who got the top four, but yeah, Van Dijk is going to be massive now coming in. Now the question is, is he going to be the same coming back from that ACL injury? Well, it's hard to know that. I think there's been a lot of people saying that he could be rested against Norwich tomorrow, but look, who's back to say that he will be rested or he won't be rested? That's going to be the big question, if he starts tomorrow or not. And you know, Knate's come in, you know, Matip's back and Gomez is back, and we've got actual centre backs back again, and it's the case of now, can we actually sort of repeat what we said and actually go improve where we were last season? Because I don't think I can go through again what I went through, you know, last season, because it just wasn't good enough, you know, for Liverpool standards. And you know, it's going to be a big season for Klopp, because you know, Klopp has took us to glory in the Champions League and the Premier League with his team, and you know, he made a few changes that, you know, we made a few controversial decisions, you know, from last season that were questionable, like subs, for example. But you know, for me, if Klopp wants to come back and win the Premier League and the Champions League again, then he's going to have to prove it to us as fans, and why. Because I know the fans coming back into Anfield are going to be a massive boost, especially the players. But it's all down to Klopp and the team now going forward. But look, to say Van Dijk coming back is a big boost, as well as Gomez and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm very relieved that they're back, and hopefully we can kick off from it, you know.
Most definitely. Well, I'm not going to get into the transfer as yet. I'm going to leave it last because I really don't want to mess up my match preview. I know you guys has been frustrated. I know you guys has been frustrated about signing. I am frustrated, but I have confidence that I believe in FSG. I know what they're doing. They're getting player and signing down. We have a few players that on their last year of their contract, and we have to sort out them first before we put in any new player. So for me, I'm going to leave that one for last. But what are your guys' expectations this season for Liverpool? I'm coming to you first, Jersey boy. What are your expectations?
Top four to get into the latter stages of the Champions League. That means quarterfinal onwards. So quarterfinals minimum. Quarterfinals minimum. Semi-finals, final, or even win the competition. It's going to be very, very hard this season because PSG have signed Lionel Messi. Now, with a front three of Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar, That's going to be hell to deal with.
Fine, we have Origi. Don't worry. I have faith in Origi. All I'm saying is,
No, as soon as the Origi comes on the pitch, Messi will just go on the floor crying.
Origi has full faith. I'm not even being sarcastic.
Origi is basically Satan for Messi. Every time he sees him, he starts running away.
Yeah, I think Origi.
Can I just say?
Yeah, go on. Go on, Steven.
Okay, can I just say? Imagine that you're going to talk about Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, but imagine we get them in the group stages. We have to go for second because you can't blame. You can't blame the likes of the PSG. I think we'll take home. But I would say if we're going to PSG, then it's going to be. I think we're going to lose that game because like Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. Like that's.
Hold on, Steven, hold on. Listen, guys.
We won't get them in the groups.
Listen to me, guys. I hate when football fans talk like this. When PSG come in Liverpool group a few years ago with their big superstar, all of them, I would destroy them at Anfield. I want to tell you guys,
absolutely destroyed.
Do not underestimate what I want to tell you guys. Do not underestimate this Liverpool team, especially when Jurgen Klopp coaching them. It no matter which team who come up against. No team has been embarrassing Liverpool in the Champions League since Jurgen Klopp come at the Liverpool. So when me are telling me about Paris Saint-Germain killing Mbappe, listen, what Liverpool always have over all of them teams is work and they play as a team. When Paris Saint-Germain, this is why I never predict them to come to win the Champions League, because when they're supposed to do it as a team, they ever shy away. They can't talk to me. Them are Manchester City, they cannot talk to me. They cannot talk to me because whenever they reach at the last point, them buckle. So I don't really want to get in Paris Saint-Germain. They could have the biggest superstar them.
But Brian, what I'm saying is, if we were to get PSG in the group, I wouldn't fear them at home. But I would fear going away to them. Say, for example, if we kind of lost to a game of PSG, Paris. But I want to say I wouldn't be feared of them at home. Definitely not. I mean, but you definitely have to fear what I'm saying about the likes of Kylian Mbappe now, the likes of Neymar, the likes of Messi in that team now. That's a deadly front three. Like It's not Di Maria. It's not Di Maria. Neymar and Mbappe. This is going to be Messi now coming in. This is going to be a change now. That's going to lead that front three, which I believe that's going to get a lot of goals now. Like Kylian Mbappe, work alongside Messi for the first time. He's going to work that partnership. Like it scares me in a way that how they'll do to other teams. I would definitely not fear them at home. Definitely not if we were to get them in a group stage. We were, but I think going away toughly hard, especially in that stadium. In Paris. I think the energy is going to feel off massively when they come into the new season. But but that's not to say PSG will go on to win the Champions League. But look, who knows? I mean, it's just that's my opinion. But
Steven, the good news is we won't get them in the groups anyway because we're both two. So it's all good.
Yeah. But hopefully we can avoid them anyway.
Yeah, I mean we could obviously get them in the round 16, but hopefully if the odds are unlikely. Hopefully we either get them where either in the quarters or semis. But look, they're a threat. They're a threat. But you know what? I think we can have that Champions League discussion another time. I guess Yeah.
Yeah, when the Champions League come around, we're going to have that discussion. But
it is hard to not ignore. Like the big thing that's happened in football. Like it is amazing seeing like Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe all play together. Like thank God we're not in that league.
Did you see? I think when it was on the training video of Messi's official video, and you remember he was coming into the training ground, and got a big call from Neymar, and Neymar kind of brought him in to introduce everyone to Messi. So Neymar and Messi's friendship is gonna, it's been around a long time. So I think the chemistry will work better for PSG, going forward. But with that, I think we'll move on from that because we're here to talk about Liverpool at the end of the day.
Yeah, most definitely. But Jersey boy, you finish on here. What are your expectations for Liverpool this season? Or your fire?
Yeah, well, my expectations, bro. It's the thing is expectations. I can't expect this team to win the league because everyone around us is building. Chelsea had Timo Werner being crap all season, and not finishing the chances, being offside. What did they do? They went, you know what, we need a striker. We're going to go for Haaland. Dortmund won't budge. They won 165 million euros. We can't do that. What's the next best thing? Our former striker, Lukaku. Lukaku, they put a bid for 150 million euros. Inter said yes. So they get Lukaku. That means they're going to be even more dangerous in front of goal. City have wanted a new winger, so they got Grealish. They need a striker. They're trying to get Harry Kane. Spurs are still being bitter and backing out and saying, "Oh no, we won't sell him. We won't sell him. We won't sell him." But I can guarantee you, you know, City put a bid in for 150 million euros. Spurs can't say no. Come on. So
you know what I continue, Jersey boy. You finish, Jersey boy?
Yeah, I'm finished. That's max.
Listen, you know, Joe, I am the one always going at Liverpool. Why not signing any player? Well, guess what? I grow. Meaning, I am a big man now. I am not any kid anymore. Jersey boy can have what they have to say. Any other Liverpool fans can say what they have to say about Liverpool not signing any player. I want player to sign, but guess what? I am not going to stress myself over it. I grow and learn that FSG do things different. I believe we're going to get 2 more signing or 3, depending on who go. I strongly believe that they know they has to strengthen this team. But guess what? They're doing a look a few things. I think we as fans we need to be relaxed. We have a lot of time leaving the market to get the job done. I think Klopp know that he want player. I don't know if you guys agree or you guys disagree with me, but I learn and I'm just having a very good summer. I'm not really making chance for it upset me at this moment. So over to you, Joe.
Right, expectations for the season. I want to win a trophy. Preferably, look, obviously, Champions League and Premier League is up there in prestige and obviously what we all want. But I really, 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 really want to win a domestic trophy. Just something to cheer about. The last season was a bit depressing in terms of how we did. You know, we came into the beginning of last season, you know, having won the Premier League, having won the Champions League with such a good crop of players. We strengthened a bit. Should have been another brilliant season, and we were going into the season positive. And we were very, very unlucky with the injuries that we had and some of the cup draws that we had. You know, we lost the United away. The Champions League, obviously, we didn't have bigger squads enough to beat Real Madrid, which was a bit disappointing. But yeah, so expectations are to win trophy, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. I would take it 100%. You know, I don't think the Champions League is gonna be easy at all because obviously PSG and the strength that the other squads have. And I don't think the Premier League is going to be easy at all either. I don't think we're favourites at all, to be honest. I think it'd be a miracle if we win. I don't think, I'm pretty sure we will challenge, definitely. We have good squads, good players, good manager, all of this, the experience, all of this, players coming back, all lovely stuff here and there. We've got the mentality, the experience, and all of this stuff. I think we'll challenge, obviously, but I just think it's a slim chance of winning. I do think our expectation should be to win at least one trophy. Yeah.
Steve, what are your expectations on Liverpool this season?
I want to, to be honest with you, I want to see us compete again. I don't want to go back to seeing us what we did last season, because if we were to do what we did last season again, then I believe it's very, very hard to come back to those years and how we were so dominant under the club the first time. What we have to do now is my expectations are, I want to win the Premier League again, and I also want to win a domestic. I want to win the FA Cup. I believe that Liverpool's history goes back to the FA Cup in the 80s a lot, because I know they used to win the cup a lot. I think we need to get the FA Cup history back, and we can go back to win that again, or at least go far in it. I believe that club has the capabilities to do it with the squad in the FA Cup, because I believe that you think about the great size, you think of Chelsea, double winners of the FA Cup and the Premier League one time, and all this kind of stuff. I want to see those again. I want Liverpool to do that. I don't want us like be soft sometimes and just lay back and resting players in the FA Cup, in the third round, and just giving the win to any like Wolves or anyone. I don't want to say that. What I want to see in the FA Cup is Liverpool progressing far in it and going all the way. Especially, I want to see us go far in the Premier League as well. Yes, and my expectations for the Champions League could be maybe minimum semi-finals for me, and or maybe quarterfinals. Maybe as far as that. But I want to see Liverpool compete again, and I want to see an FA Cup and a Premier League maybe to add to that to make us back to where we were, but make it better if you don't want to get in terms of that side of things. But but what I want to see, what I don't want us is my fear is if we drop off again. I really do not want to see us drop off again. If we do that again, then it's going to be really, really hard again for FSG to back up what they said, and for Klopp to take this team back to where we were a few years ago. So those are my expectations, Ryan, and I'm not going to back down from them because I believe very truly that's what should be the priority going forward for this club this season.
Most definitely. Before we get into the match preview, I was looking into the comment section. Most of you guys in the comment section are moderator. Not one of you guys are be a part of the conversation. When you're talking about Champions League, when you be a part of the conversation, we ask what are the expectations. None of them in the comment section. Down in the comment section to talk about what are the expectations. None of them always get on beef. I'm telling you, bro, I'm sick and tired of few of these guys who's coming in the chat. Myself, Sebastian, bro, be a part of the show and add something important now and down in the comment section of the bullshit, bro.
Myself literally just came into the chat to try and cause arguments, bro. He hasn't tried to say anything about the preview.
Bro, every single day me up on the show, me a problem. Bro, I'm going to take away on the wrench, bro. We're not adding nothing to the show, bro. Nothing, bro. We're not add to the show, bro. It just piss me off, bro.
Okay. So,
people in the comments, behave yourself.
Where's Ryan gone? Ryan's fine. I think Ryan's sick first.
People in the comments, behave yourself. Interact. I want to know.
No, let me explain. Right. So, myself as a mod, he literally comes in the chat to only argue and bicker in chat, saying I'm hiding and stuff and stuff like that. I'm like, we love banter. Football's a banter ground. Football banter. But if you're only going to come in the stream and say Liverpool will lose, blah 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 blah, you're hiding, etc. Bro, I didn't start it. You literally first thing in chat said I'm hiding. So, bro, you started it. And you're going to get your wrench taken away now because you're on material.
To be fair, the big there are. I can see a bit of engagement. Sebastian thinks. Do you want to bring up his comment? He says top
I can't,
three.
Unfortunately, because Ryan's not here. I don't even know where the fuck Ryan is.
Oh, Ryan.
I don't even know Ryan.
Either he accidentally pressed the button and we've restarted the stream by accident.
Where did he go?
Sebastian's. I don't know, but I think what Sebastian said was he thinks we'll get top three at best. I think that's what he said in the comments there.
I'm gonna bring up the messenger.
I can't. I just feel really nervous. I really feel Liverpool deserve a bit more. You know what I mean? But Ryan, you're bad.
Ryan, did you accidentally press refresh?
Bro, man, I'm telling you guys, I have enough, bro. I just need someone again to get black, bro. Every single show will come on what? Yo, banter is different, bro. If you know banter, no banter. But brother, if you allow them, bro, the man in banter for the whole show and add nothing. When new subscriber come on, brother, with a totally different place, bro. I never go on one show and never watch a show and see somebody just ban. The man in had nothing in the comment section. And you guys are the moderator, bro. I'm really disappointed in you guys, bro. Seriously, bro.
Just take away their moderation, Ryan. It's not worth it if they're gonna do that.
It's joke, bro. None of them not here add nothing to the show. Every minute, every day them come, them do the same thing, Reggie.
Right.
When them talking about the Jamaican stuff, bro. Man banter, bro. But still have people I try tune in to try to learn. Nothing the man them not try to learn, bro. Every show are the same thing, bro.
Ryan, give me a
second. Bro, this is a new season. I'm not dealing with it on the channel, bro. I'm telling you guys. I'm vexed, guys. I'm telling you, bro. I'm disappointed in now, bro.
Ryan, I think one of them
Joe,
said.
take over quickly. I'm going to call you Ryan quickly. I'm going to call you on.
One of
Bro,
them.
I'm not Joe, boy. I'm not joking, bro. I'm not in the joking thing this year, bro. I'm not.
I'm not
If
joking.
it's banter, bro. Every show is the same thing, bro.
Do it private. That's all. Give me a sec. Take over. Yourself, and I'll call you quickly.
Where's everyone going? Right, comment people, behave yourself. Seriously, have some respect, yeah. But you know, gamers apologized, so yeah, good apology. But you know, let's see some action. But everyone's gone on mute, so I'm just gonna carry on myself. No pun intended. Myself, your behavior needs to improve. Seriously, poor man. You know, maybe come on and have a proper chat about City and Liverpool, the rivalry that's grown, the rivalry that's developed over the years. You know, it's a great rivalry to be had, but obviously it doesn't always have to be so immature. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they should just get blocked, or else they can, you know, start an actual conversation.
Yeah, you gotta have respect to Ryan. He's built this channel incredibly well, and you know he wants a bit of engagement from the comments, so people engage properly, have a bit of banter, but don't do it all the time. You know, this is the preview. This is the Norwich.
Joe, they do it right through the chat, bro. Bro, I'm looking back for the last chat, the last 4 chat. I'm doing for Liverpool. Not one of them are engaged, bro.
Don't worry, Ryan.
Talk about the preview. Talk about what we're talking about.
They're gonna behave. I think we should have trust in these people. Actually, I don't even know them. Who knows? Okay, myself is clearly not taking this seriously. But Game asked score predictions, so let's go over some score predictions for Norwich.
Ryan, do you want to go first with score prediction for tomorrow?
Let's talk about the game a little bit. Come first with you, Joe. What do you think about the preseason coming to the, especially the 2 last games at Anfield? What are you expecting this game?
Yeah, good question. I think, and I expect a win. Anything can happen. We do tend to start well. To be honest, like last season we started really well. Honestly, we started really well in the season. Season before, obviously, we started well. Season before that, we started well. So I'm not expecting any surprises. Obviously, it's football. It's very hard to predict. It's a new season. It's post-COVID. It's fans back and all of this stuff. Anything can happen. I think we'll win. I think we'll win 2-0. I can't believe I'm actually predicting like a solid win. I'm normally a bit, neutral with predictions, but 2-0. And yeah, the couple of preseason games, they give me some optimism. Keita's performances, Mane's performances, Kostas Tsimikas is a big performance for him. You know, he's done it in preseason. All right, now let's do it on the big stage. He's got to step up, got to back him. I'm sure he will. You know, he doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the job. You know, we don't have that hard fixtures opening. We've got Norwich, we've got Burnley. I think, do we have Burnley second game? Yeah. And then obviously we've got Chelsea. But then we have, you know, Palace coming up after that. Then we've got, you know, fairly reasonable fixtures. So Robbo, his miss, he shouldn't be too bad of a miss. Got Leeds away, Palace at home. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We can get a good start to the season, really and truly.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see this season, especially with all of our players fit. Hopefully, Robertson can come back as quick as possible. I think this Norwich team, it will be a different totally game. The last couple of times we play Norwich, we play them first at Anfield and we destroy them. This time they're coming up, fans will be in the stadium. They will definitely want to get one up over this Liverpool team, especially over the years we has been destroyed them in the English Premier League. I think it's going to be difficult, especially they're just coming up back and they're coming up with a high. So I'm expecting to see a very tough game against this Liverpool team. And Norwich is a team that we cannot count out. They play very good football. We see 2 years ago when they come at Anfield and they play very good. But guess what? And that they were clinical, and I'm really expecting to see a win for Liverpool to start out the season. We cannot even drop points. You have something to say, Steven?
Oh, no. I wasn't. You go ahead, right?
Yeah, that I have to say, Steve. But we're going to get into the starting lineup prediction and the score prediction. But what are your thoughts on the game, Stephen?
Yeah, my thoughts on the game are. I believe that we're going to come into this game. I think by 1,000 fans. I think 1,000 Liverpool fans are going to be at the ground anyway, which is going to be good for our sake of the sport. So and the rest is going to be full house. So, the game. I believe it's going to be end to end. It's gonna. I don't think Liverpool will dominate, but I think we'll Norwich will have a bit of the ball, and I think it's gonna be one of them games where I think Klopp will want to sort of do his own style and get the way he wants to go through the game style. So for the score. I think it's gonna be 2-1 Liverpool. I think we're gonna score first through Salah, and then a Norwich equaliser is gonna come through. And then in the 60th minute, Mane scores to make it 2-1. So, and then we'll be able to close the game out. And having Virgil van Dijk back and and Fabinho back in his normal position, Henderson. I think we'll see the old Liverpool tomorrow in a wee bit. You know, coming into play, and it can only get better. You know, going forward in the season. So I think the Norwich game, will not be easy. No, the first game of the season is not easy at all, and you want to get these games, take these games very seriously. So. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool, but I think it's going to be pretty nervous as it's the first one. So
I'll be shitting myself. Honestly, I'm really nervous. I'm going to be nervous throughout the games. The whole season, I'm going to be nervous because, look, every game, we want to win the Premier League so bad. We really do. We want to have that good celebration. We want to win it for Klopp. We want to win it for Henderson. Some of our integral players don't have many years left. We want to ensure that when Klopp leaves, hopefully that's not for a long time. Okay, let's be clear. Hopefully Klopp can stay on for as long as possible. But when he does inevitably leave, I want him to have as many trophies as possible. I want people to look back on him and realise, Klopp achieved something incredible with that. And in a few years' time, you don't actually get to have a look at the conversation of, oh yes, but the finances here and the finances there, and we weren't able to transfer him, and we had a bad squad and this. All people look at is literally what you win. Do you know what I mean? Literally the trophies, the stats, and all of this. So even though it's probably harder for us because we have less financial power than us, crappy rivals, even though they're not crap, they're just crap in other ways. Yeah, I want to win stuff for Klopp. But yeah, I'm going on a tangent. I'm going to be very nervous. Ryan, I'm sure you would have asked this, but let's have your view. Would you start Van Dijk?
Yeah, I would definitely start him. I know he's in first big game back from almost a year. I would start him against this Norwich City team. If we have to take him off, we have to take him off. But I will definitely start him.
Ryan, you forgot to ask me about the game.
No, we're going, Jezebel, we'll get to you. You just asked me a question if he will start. What do you think about the game?
Well, me or you asking someone else, Ryan?
You, Jezebel. What do you think about the game?
I think the game is going to be. I'm looking forward to it. If you guys remember the last time we played Norwich Norwich the first game of the season, what happened? Anyone remember what happened last time? We played Norwich.
1-4-1. That was at Anfield, but obviously
Anfield. This is going to be at their place, and the last time we played them at their place, we won 1-0 via a late Mane goal, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was a beautiful goal by the best player in the world, Sadio Mane.
So I think the game is going to be. It's going to be a good game. The preseason was brilliant. Great to see how Tsimikas does, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get my score predictions after my starting lineup, but I think it's going to be a good game tomorrow.
Yeah, big up Ravi for your comment there. Nice comment. 100% agree. Obviously we cannot be losing to Norwich. Look at the competition in the league. We've got to win all these games against the so-called smaller teams. Do you know what I mean?
Most definitely, man. And last year, when we sleep on Leeds United when they come up in the Premier League, and we say this is going to be an easy win, we see it. We cannot afford that. We cannot afford to start this season slow.
No.
We have to start this season very fast, especially We're going to lose Sadio Mane, Navigator, and Salah in January. We need to pick up much points and make sure that we keep up. We don't 5 points off City, 10 points behind Man United, because it's going to be difficult for us to claw back that. But I strongly believe we can beat this Norwich team, and I really, really believe that Virgil van Dijk should start. But let's go to Joe. Talk to me a little bit. How impressed you guys about Elliot this season, Joe?
Yeah, I like Elliot a lot. I do want to see a bit more of him, but I think you can't really make judgments in pre-season. It's a different dynamic, but I think he's got great potential. I'm really pleased that he's with us. I mean, when we signed him, there was a lot of demands for him, and I think my favorite thing about him is the fact that he adores Liverpool. You know, he's a lifelong Liverpool fan, and you know, I love a player that's been a Liverpool fan from a kid, and he has that innate passion, that innate desire to do well for Liverpool. So I think that's just an added bonus. I think he's good on the technical side of things. He's got good feet, he's got good vision, he's got good awareness, he's got good natural confidence. I think he's a great player. I think he can be improved. I want to see him a bit more because I don't really know too much about his pace. Some people saying he's not the paciest player, so maybe he shouldn't be playing on the wing. But I personally think he's probably better on the right than he is in the midfield. If he plays a midfield role for us, I think that'll be really difficult because you've got to be good at several things. You've got to have really important positional awareness. You've got to run constantly. You've got to know which balls to play. You've got to know how to have that with Ben and the partnership with the wing back. So, you know, Klopp was playing him in that midfield three. I personally would rather him kind of as a sub to Salah or something, maybe a sub to Mane or something like that. Because I do think maybe there might be better options in the midfield. But it's great to have. He's a good asset, and I just think with Klopp he can definitely do well. I mean, look at the pathway Foden has taken. Actually, really good potential here. So, yeah.
But Joe, Klopp has been playing him in the midfield though. He's not playing him on the left or the right outside. He's playing him in the midfield, so we have to play him in the midfield. What do you think?
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm saying like I think it's be a big challenge to play in the midfield. We've got a lot of competition in the area, and obviously he played on the right for Blackburn when he went on loan. So I think naturally he is a bit of a winger, and you know you saw him a couple of times. I genuinely think he's a bit more free there, thinking he can express himself. And obviously as a youngster, and he's not that strong at the moment, the midfield requires a more defensive responsibility. Genuinely, I think he should be playing on the wing, if I'm being honest. Because look, we know our midfield is one of the toughest midfields to play in. You've got such a big demand on what you should be doing. Yeah, well, we not agree with that, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But I see Klopp playing him in the midfield. Klopp prefer him to be there side of Mohamed Salah because he have a very good relationship he pick up in pre-season with Mohamed Salah. So I think Klopp probably play him inside the midfield. I know we have a lot of option there, but NDC has not fit enough. Thiago haven't been a lot in pre-season. Navigator has been excellent in pre-season. So it's possibility
maybe as an attacking midfielder, I just think it's a bit difficult in the 4-3-3 formation because you really need to have the legs. You really need to have a good positional awareness. And hold on, can you not hear me properly?
No,
yeah, I'm hearing you properly, but someone say you're breaking up, so I don't know.
Ravi, I thought we were broke. Okay, I'll try and clear my mic. Yeah, no, I just think it's a challenge. I wouldn't be comfortable with him starting a league game in the midfield. That's not to say I don't think he'd do well. It's just I'm not that comfortable with because it's a risk. Do you know what I mean? There's trying to word it properly here. It's a bit of a risk, but I think he's a great player, great potential, wonderful talent, great technician.
Okay, so let's go into the in the predicted lineup. Stephen, your predicted lineup.
Yeah, I think we have to start with Alisson in goal. That he's the number one keeper, so there's no brains that Alisson starts. Trent starts for me with in the centre backs. I'm gonna put Konate in with Virgil van Dijk. I believe that I want to see Konate debut. I want to see what he's like with Virgil van Dijk, and I want to see if then two can get a partnership going and then we could bit of rotate with going forward if Gomez can out a wee bit as well. So and then I think left back, obviously Robbo's out, so it's obviously going to be I hope it's Simicast left back, because it would not surprise me if Klopp went Milner left back. I don't want to see that. I want to see an actual left back.
No way.
I want to see Simicast in this game. So if we can get Simicast at left back and he impresses, I think he had got good crosses during pre-season. So yeah, I'm going to start Simicast at left back with in the midfield. Now I don't know if I think Henderson's back and I think Fabinho's back. I don't know about Thiago, but I'm going to go with on those basis. I'll go with Fabinho, Henderson, and I'm going to go with I think it's going to be Chamberlain, for being honest with you. I think I see Chamberlain in this game, because I don't know about Thiago yet, and I think I'm gonna. It's like I see the Ox in the midfield, for tomorrow. So and then it's gonna be the front three of Mane, Salah, without doubt, and then Jonathan will come on in the end to rotate with them. So yeah, that's my starting lineup, and I hope I'm right on it, but yeah, I just that lineup that I see it, not as the left back position. I just want to see someone else get a bit of game time, and hopefully he succeeds at it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good lineup, man. Joe, what's your lineup?
My lineup, okay. Alisson in goal, Trent, Matip, Penate, and Simicast. I don't have a problem with the Van Dijk starting at all. I don't really have any partnership starting, to be honest. It probably makes sense to start Virgil, to put him in there straight away and stuff. But then on the other hand, maybe it doesn't make sense to start him, because some people have been a bit concerned about his performances in pre-season. That's not to say he won't do better, but I do. At the moment, I'm just a bit more comfortable with Matip and Penate starting. Even Gomez. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe we're speaking about Van Dijk like this, because he's just so good. But objectively, there were a few things in pre-season that he wasn't he wasn't himself. You know what I mean? So I can't even believe we're talking about Virgil van Dijk like this. But that's the back where I'd go. Feel free to pick me up on it after. Midfield, I would go with Fabinho, Milner, and Keita. Midfield I'd go for. Milner and Keita played a lot of minutes in pre-season. I'm happy with Milner playing, because he offers a bit of defensive solidity and stuff like this. He's got minutes in his legs. Keita did well. But I don't mind seeing anything. I don't mind seeing Thiago. It's just fitness. I don't mind the sun. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind anything. That's just the midfield I would go for. And then front three, I would go for Salah, Jota, and Mane.
Jersey boy, your starting lineup.
I do apologise, but I had to move rooms because my Wi-Fi's having a lot of problems. I don't know what's going on, but my lineup is exactly the same as Joe. The reason I did not go Van Dijk is because Van Dijk has not done over 70 minutes yet. And exactly what Klopp said is he's not going to place Virgil if he knows he's going to have to substitute him earlier. Because he's not going to substitute a defender. So I don't think Virgil's going to happen. I think Virgil will have to do at least one game with the under-23s, a whole 90 minutes. He'll have to do 90 minutes, full 90 minutes again, because you've got to remember he's done his anterior cruciate ligament. That's a huge thing. Like Ryan did his ACL and he didn't get proper surgery on it, and it can hurt if they don't get it properly sorted, right, Ryan? When it's get cold, it hurts.
Yeah, most definitely.
So this is a big injury, right? They had to reconstruct a little muscle in his kneecap, reconduct it using parts of his hamstring and stuff like that. It's very, very complicated, but it can't rupture again. If it ruptures again, then there's a huge problem. So they will need to make sure that little piece of muscle, the anterior cruciate ligament, is the strongest it can be, the strongest as it was before he had the injury. And for that, I think he can't just kick into a game like that. And that's why I'm going Konate and Matip, because they made a good partnership. Trent, Simicast, Alisson, Midfield, Milner, Fabinho and Naby Keita. Front three, Jota, Salamane. And then on the bench, you can have Henderson, you can have Thiago, you can have all the rest of them. I don't think Virgil will be on the bench. I think Gomez will, because Gomez's injury wasn't as bad. Gomez did crack his patella, but I think a patella is more easy to recover from ACL.
They could both be. No, we have as many. Was it? We can have 9 subs, right?
9 subs, but it's still 3 subs, and I think you get 2 concussion subs.
Yeah. Shaqiri's still a Liverpool player.
Yeah, the Norwich thing is Norwich are not Norwich. Sorry, yeah, Leon are not giving us the money we want.
Look, just on quickly on the Shaqiri thing. But if we let him go and we don't sign someone else, I'd be so annoyed. I'll be so annoyed because we need the squad there, and he has good quality. Do you know what I mean? He's got great quality, and we can use him in several circumstances of the season. You know, coming off the bench. I know it's not what he wants. I'm sure that the ideal situation probably for him and probably for Liverpool is for him to maybe go. But then I think we have to get someone in because I really, really need the squad. Look at Chelsea, look at City, look at United. They can bring on great quality attackers. If we let him go and we don't bring on someone else, I would be certain. What do you guys think?
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's crucial, I think, to get rid of Shaqiri for a reason because I don't think Shaqiri has improved. Since he's come, I think he had that one great spell in the Christmas time 2018, and that's it against Man United. He hasn't really done anything for me, and it's crucial for me that we get like a midfielder and a right winger going into the season. I feel like if we don't address those situations, then we're going back into play. We're going to struggle. I think in terms of squad depth, and that's not what Liverpool's about. Under Klopp, Klopp likes to rotate. In terms of giving people fresh legs when coming on, coming off again. Yeah, if we decide this summer just to skip a lot again, and the owner's saying, we're going to be doing it next year. We're going to have a good summer next season. That's all PR BS. You know what I mean?
They've said that for the last 3 years. Next season. They said, but I heard ages ago, we're going to do big things this season. Oh no, nothing's going to happen this season. Next season they're going to say the same rubbish again. Oh, it's next season. When? We've got to realise we do not have the money. FSG like to sell to buy. We have already recovered the money we spent on Kanate, which is about 35 million. But we need a right winger. We need depth. Chelsea can have Havertz play there. Hudson-Odoi play there. They have those are decisions. Man United have Greenwood can play there. Sancho can play there. Even Bruno Fernandes can play there. Van der Beek can play there. They've got loads of players who can play in that position. We don't. And we need that because, as I said, the reason I put us fourth is because our depth is shocking. Compared to the top 4, we have the worst depth.
Jersey boy, let's pick up after that and then let's finish out the preview and then we'll go the last 10 minutes and talk about transfer if we believe that. If you guys trust SFG to get some signing. So what's the score prediction, Joe?
I said it earlier, said 2-0, and I'm gonna keep with the 2-0 prediction. Up the fucking Reds, come on! Let's win this game.
Yeah. What's the 0 prediction, Jersey boy?
4-2.
Big up to Coach Karame. Premier League is back today with Arsenal. Yo, bro, you're going to lose today, Coach.
Yeah, Arsenal
you're going to lose today.
No,
Coach,
I think Arsenal will win. I think it's going to be 2-1 and it's going to be a 93rd minute winner by Smith Rowe.
No.
Jersey boy, can you give me the latter? Give me the latter, Jersey boy. Can you give me the latter?
Bro, it's going to be 2-1, trust me.
You
can call me later on tonight when it ends up being 2-1 and Smith Rowe wins it. 2-1.
There's no excuse for Brentford. Aubameyang and Lacazette aren't there. Brentford have their fans. The first game in the Prem for them.
Wait. No Aubameyang.
No, they haven't travelled.
Oh. Okay,
They are,
then. So that means their front three is probably going to be Nketiah Balogun, Martinelli, and Pepe, I'm guessing.
Well, Martinelli's decent, you know what I mean? I think Martinelli gets into that Arsenal squad ahead of Lacazette and Aubameyang.
He's good, he's good.
But to be fair, Arsenal will not do anything this season. I don't see it. They haven't done
Guys, hold on, Panda. I want to wrap up this. I want to wrap up. So,
all right, let's wrap.
And then we'll go after that. So, what's your score prediction? 2-1 SS Steve.
All right. Yeah, I'm sticking with 2-1. It's going to be
2-1. So, my score is going to be 1-0 Liverpool, and this is my starting lineup. Alisson in goal, Van Dijk, Kanate, Tsimikas, Trent. I want to see Fabinho in the holding midfield. I'm giving Al Elliott a chance. I want to see what he can do in the first game. He need to play. We need to start him from early, bed him into this team, and I'm going with James Milner. I don't think that is the strongest midfield, but that's the midfield I think get a lot of game. That's the midfield starting the last game, so I will definitely go with that midfield. Salah, Mane, Roberto. I will go Salah, Jota, and Mane up front, and my score is 2-0, right? So
you said 1-0.
1-0. Sorry, 1-0. So let's big up some people, and then we'll go to the 4-2. So big up to Jay anyway. That make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys check out the merch store. The link in the description. Make sure you guys, it's important to support the merch store. Big up Coach Karumi. Big up to Sebastian. Big up to myself. Big up my brother. I really appreciate all of you guys coming out and share your thought and stuff. But you guys make me get a little bit ignorant. But I hope you guys learn from this going forward. Because come the next thing, if I have the same thing, all I want to get blocked. I could have 5 person watch me. I'm okay with that. So try make sure you come the next live stream and fix up on yourself. Now let's jump right into the what do you guys think about the transfer so far? Do you guys believe Liverpool going to make transfer?
I'll go. Yeah, it's it hasn't been good enough at the moment. You know, like sign Kanate, and that's it. You know, it's not good enough for the. You know, FSG have a lot to answer for. You know, Ryan. You know, I've seen this for years. Even when we were winning the Premier League and the Champions League. You know, do you remember the summer when we won the Champions League? But when we ended up signing Harvey Elliott and Sepp van den Berg. You know, we didn't really sign anyone apart from that. You know, we kind of let go of some players, and then the next season, you know, we bring in Thiago, we bring in Jota. And then, you know, we don't address certain positions again, and but they're letting us down big time if we don't sign any more players, you know, this season. So their net spend is not good enough. Do you know what I mean? You know, FSG said they were going to come into the club and they were going to spend big in terms of addressing certain situations. You know, but you know they haven't done that. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm really sick and tired of listening to them all the time about certain excuses after excuse after excuse after excuse. It's getting to the point where I can't be bothered anymore listening to them anymore. You know, I just want them out of my club. You've seen what they've done in the Super League. You know, they're sleeping with. You know, they are sleeping with. You know, the Glazers and Stan Kroenke and all this stuff. And you know, you know, there's something we can do about it. You know, unfortunately, but it's going to be really hard for us to get these owners out of this club. Yeah, but the transfer. You know, I do fully believe that we've got the powers to go out and buy, you know, a right winner and a central midfielder. I do believe we can do that. But can we do it? Can FSG prove us wrong? I hope so. But the way it's going at the moment, you know, I do not see it because of the past that they've given us in terms of this so-called net spend. So, you know, that my thoughts on FSG, I'm so used to it. And they're not the owners for for me, and I think they really have to improve in transfers going forward. But will they? I don't know. It's just it's really tiring at this point.
That was passionate.
Yeah.
Jezebel, do you believe we're going to sign him?
As I said to you many times, it all depends on outgoings. And I've done my research and transfers, and Fabrizio Romano, Neil Jones, everything. I think I'll probably know my transfer stuff. So when you register players for the Premier League, you are allowed a certain amount of overseas players. We are over that quota. We currently have 18 under 17. So we'd have to get rid of 2 overseas players to bring in 1. Mm-hmm. So if we want to have 2 overseas players, we have to get rid of 3, which probably would be Karius, Origi, Shaqiri. Shaqiri looks like he's on the way out to Lyon, but Lyon are a little bit away from our asking price. They offered, I think they offered 6 million euros, which is about 4 million quid, which is too low. Origi, I think West Ham want Origi because West Ham don't have a backup striker. You know, they sold Sebastian Haller to Ajax. So they need a backup striker, so we can see them go on loan. And Karius, I think we should just release Karius on the free. Just release.
Oh, please get rid of him.
Consent. Just mutual consent.
Consent.
No one's gonna buy him. No one's gonna loan him. Just release him. I think just release him. And that's 3 players gone. And then we can talk about players. Saul Niguez is a player I really want to get, but I've heard the problem is wages. His wages is a little bit too much. You got players like Jeremy Doku, which is he's a young prospect right winger.
Je veux. Yeah, carry on.
He's not French, but he's Belgian, mate. You know, but
surely he speaks French. No?
But the thing with Doku is, I think I've heard that Rennes are asking for 50 million euros, which is about 14 million quid. So Fabrizio Romano, he's very reliable with transfers, right? He said, someone asked him, out of all the transfers, who do you see most likely for Liverpool? And he said, I would keep an eye on Renato Sanchez from Rennes.
Guys.
But he would be 40 million euros.
Renato Sanchez, I'm not going to lie. Might come back to bite me. Who knows what the hell's happening in the future? But
you're not buying it, Joe. You're not buying it. I
think he's a good player. Just don't think we need him.
Do you know who's a player I will look out for? Even though I know he was only good in the Euros, but I really do think he's a very young player that Klopp could turn into superstar. And this is something we should look at. Is Damsgaard. Damsgaard. Danish striker. He's a Danish striker. I think he could play against any person in the front 3, and I don't know how much he would cost, but I think you got Vlahovic from Fiorentina, but that'd be about 50 million euros.
Yeah. To be honest, my take on the transfer, I am a bit. Look, we're fans of this club, and we're allowed to express our humble opinion, and obviously we've got to do it in a respectful way and things like that. But going into the season, when I see the Chelsea and City and United strengthen the way they do, it's obviously going to make you, as a Liverpool fan, annoyed. I mean, naturally it is. You love Liverpool and you hate your rivals. You want your rivals to do as badly as possible. You want to have that psychological kind of conviction that, oh shit, you know what, I'm happy now because my rivals aren't looking good. So it increases the Liverpool chance of doing well, and that's the whole kind of psychology of a football fan. But when we don't do, I just feel that we're just giving ourselves an uphill battle. Klopp is saying in his press conference, we have players here and there. And he is right. We do have a good squad. We do have players, but he's not going to give his opinion on whether he thinks they're good enough. He's not going to give his opinion on whether he thinks Origi could be upgraded, or Minamino, or Shaqiri, or things like that. He's not going to ever say, Firmino's not clinical enough, or like that. He's not going to ever say, Thiago's injury prone, Ox is injury prone, Kate is injury prone. He's backing them because obviously he needs to give them the confidence, and I completely agree with that. For real, back it. As a manager, as a fan, you're in a different position. You can kind of express with true emotion. I just feel, literally, I just would be so much more comfortable with one more signing. We're Liverpool Football Club. We won the Premier League and Champions League recently. I'm not saying go for Messi or Mbappe or Haaland or Sancho and all of these high-quality, world-class, ready-made, beautiful, luxurious players. Literally talking about the good players that are just a bit below that. Rafinha, Pedro Neto, even like Dani Olmos, people like this, I just think it would bolster our attack. We saw last season, Salah, Mane and Firmino don't always work. Salah doesn't always work. Mane doesn't always work. Firmino doesn't always work. And nor does Jota. We want to try and win the good stuff. I just think another world-class striker or an attack or something like that. Jamie Carragher was saying in his fan debate he thinks Liverpool could still do with a natural finisher. To me, I think I agree with that, because we'd have Mane and Salah working off the finisher, having Jota and Firmino and this type of stuff. We don't always have to play the 4-3-3. God forbid we play like an actual striker up front. You know what I mean? So I just think another attacking player that's versatile, give us more flexibility, and would make me more relaxed going into the season. But obviously, I think one thing we're not really speaking about is Minamino. He is there. What, I don't know. Do we trust him? Do we think he's going to deliver? Can he be as good as what Chelsea have in like Pulisic and Havertz and this type of stuff? City have Ferran Torres, Sterling, these wingers. Like United have Martial or whatever. Is Minamino up there or not? Could he be? Why did we sign him in the first place? Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to give like a rational answer here on the transfers. I think I don't want to be it's not negative to say, God forbid, I think we should sign one more player. All of this stuff. But yeah, what do you guys think?
Just gonna quickly say this might be something you guys can be angry about this, but this is something maybe you could think about. Maybe the reason why we're waiting for next year is because options will be bigger. And if you guys don't know, Erling Haaland has a release clause next year, which I believe is 75 million euros. Now, if we look, 75 million euros.
I think City, by the way, just on that one quickly, a Jersey boy, I just get the impression Haaland is destined to go to Man City.
I don't think he will, because I think they'll get Kane this summer.
If they don't get Kane this summer, they won't get him next summer.
Yeah, but
I think Haaland will go to City if Kane doesn't come.
Exactly.
But
Guys,
it looks like Kane will happen.
Let's
be honest, guys. We know to think about two players. We know to think about. Don't ever think about Alan. Don't ever think of Mbappe. We'll never get them. We will never get them.
I'm not saying that one. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying think about it. And
I'm not thinking about it, bro. I'm not building up my hopes.
I'm not. I've got no hope. I'm just talking about it. I've got no hope.
So why you think about it? Why you thinking about it?
Because I want to. And Mbappe.
You want to? He's not coming to Liverpool, bro.
I never said they are.
I'm saying, Jersey boy, just listen. If you're thinking about something, that means you want it. No, you have a decision. Say, yo.
Of course I want it, but
Ryan,
I want it, and I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but Ryan. What Jersey boy is saying is because he doesn't believe we could get. I don't think he believes we'll get Haaland next year. But what he said is there's a release clause of 75 million in there to spend. Like remember we
63 million quid.
Now, if you remember, we signed Van Dijk for 70 million, it was January 2018, and FSG went out and spent that money. So I think what Jersey Boy is saying, he doesn't believe we won't get Haaland next year because of FSG. But what he thinks of he won't be surprised if FSG go out and spend 75 million next year just because of the release clause. If you get what I mean, Ryan, I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Think of it, winnings.
Honestly,
crowds being back, money will start recycling in. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but also you've got to take in fact that with the arrival of Messi, I think Mbappe is going to stay one more season and he will become a free agent next summer. I think if he does a free summer, it'll be if Liverpool were interested, it'll be between Liverpool and Real Madrid. And I think he'll probably go to Real Madrid because Real Madrid are absolutely obsessed with Mbappe. But the whole problem is the wages. I think the only way Mbappe will come next year is if Nike and LeBron or whatever, plus Liverpool work together to work the wages out and stuff like that. But I don't see that happening. I'm just saying that maybe the reason why they might be waiting for next year to do big transfers is because there's two superstars who will be cheaper next year. But I don't want to wait till next year. I want now, not next year.
Jersey boy, what I'm trying to say is still, bro, it no matter if the superstar come next year, he could have free next year, we're not buying it. We're not getting it.
I never said that we're going to buy them. I'm just saying.
But I don't want to. You see Mbappe and Alan, I don't even want to talk about them because guess what, Joe? I know the type of people. If you know the type of people who are dealing in it, They're not blocking their wage bills to prove nobody. They show you us that. I never think about.
Haaland will not happen though because of Viola. He's a bellend.
He's not Mbappe not happy neither. It's not happy.
I never said they are.
Just boy, I'm not saying you are saying it. Liverpool fans still think but we can get Haaland. It's just reality. They're not going to sign them.
Well,
and that's
we're not that club. We don't spend that amount of money on players. We don't.
Yeah, I'm really.
The only way I would ever see a player like that would have to be a swap deal, but it's not going to happen.
I'm just taking it one day at a time, and I'm just waiting for the game come tomorrow and enjoy. And I'm just be patient. As I said, I grow enough now that to know the type of people I'm dealing with. If you know the type of people you are dealing in, you never make them get you upset. FSG won't make me get upset.
I'm frustrated. I'm upset. But all I'm going to say is, in my prediction, we will sign no one else. So that's my expectations. I'm not.
Your prediction say you think Liverpool not sign anybody.
I think we'll sign no one else.
Okay, everybody have a different. I think we're going to sign player. Think we're going to sign two players.
Attack or midfield? Do you think both?
Beg your pardon?
Do you think we're going to sign? You said you think we're going to sign 2 players?
Yeah, we're going to sign. I think we're going to sign 2 players. Last year, them time, this is the same one who buy Jota. Last year I was getting upset. I learned. I grow. I don't be any more kids. I'm a big man. I'm grown man.
Remember that
last year, them time, it's the same time we buy Jota and
but Ryan, remember we were talking about Thiago. We did a live stream for Thiago and that kind of stuff. We were talking about Thiago and that kind of stuff. And literally, we were like, okay, that's what we're going to do, Thiago. And literally, 20 minutes later, we go Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool, Diogo Jota, here we go. So, how the hell did that happen? Out of absolutely nowhere. And Fabinho was out of nowhere. So what I'm saying is, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. But I think we won't sign anyone because I believe the Klopp thinks we're only in the signing. FSG are being penny pinchers. And I think we'll get something next season. Because in my head, I think with the money from TV licensing, from the money from people coming into the stadium for match days, and winnings from the Champions League or whatever, we will get money to spend next summer. But I just don't think we will send anyone. But
Jersey boy, what you saying still it's realistic, bro. We're winning the Champions League and we get the biggest TV deal. We come second year when we win the Champions League. We get a lot of money by TV deal alone, especially gate receipt, sponsorship. I didn't sign anybody in that summer. So you're thinking we winning the Champions League and stuff this season make they sign? But they're just too much, bro. So I just don't want to even really talk about it.
As I said, as a joke, they're spending their money on bloody prostitutes and boats. They're like, no, fuck Liverpool. We're just going to spend money, get some prostitutes, and go partying. Yoo-hoo! I don't know. Well, I thought we had like a few hundred million of earnings, and then we're like, where's that bloody money gone? It's just gone, vanished.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Pretty much.
Yeah, what do you guys have to say before we run off? I'm going to close off now. Anyway, big up yourself, bro. I don't have a fantastic what the team want to call it? This team. Where's the thing I want to put? What's it name?
For what? What you talking about?
Ryan, we have. See there. I don't. Yusuf making one for me, bro. I don't know nothing about it, and I don't.
Me and Yusuf have made one, and I'll explain it how it works. So basically, it's a bit too late now. It's too late to get involved, but you can get involved for next week.
No, so, I don't have the time to do it, man. If you guys do it, do it.
I'll explain to everyone how it works. So basically, it's like you choose players from every single team, and you will get points on how they do. So, for example, let's say we choose, like, for example, someone's fun thing could be Salah, Kane, and Son, right?
What is the winning prize? What is the prize for the winning?
You don't get a prize. That depends on the person who's making the league. So there's some leagues that people have made for their own channel. They're like, say, you can win $100. It's up. It's just a competition. It's up to the person. You don't actually get earnings. It's up to the people who participated. But it's fun, and I've made my team. My team's I've got Martinez.
What's your team, Jersey boy?
I've got Martinez in goal, and I've got Stefan as backup goalkeeper. I've got Cancelo right back, Van Dijk and Diaz centre backs, and I've got I can't remember who I've got left back. Midfield, I've got Kevin. I've got Bruno Fernandes, Jorginho, and somebody else. My front, I think, is Danny Ings. I can't remember my team. I'm not going to waste my time. But I'm just going to say before we end the stream, guys, make sure to check out the merch store. Every time you buy something from the merch store, it's also something nice to have, but it also helps Ryan out financially. And the more you help Ryan financially, it helps the channel go forward. So please make sure to subscribe, leave a like. We'll see you guys tomorrow at about 5 o'clock English
I probably
time
won't be able to join
for watch along of Liverpool versus Norwich. So join us.
Guys, I doubt I'll be able to join.
Okay, no problem, Joe. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. See you
Big
guys.
love, big love.
See you guys soon. I will be back tonight.
It's going to be a weird watch along tomorrow because Ryan's going to be in the busy pub.
All right, sir. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.